number of houses got lost, you know, and unfortunately 2 firefighters passed away. You know, it's a real deal. And I don't think we're going to get a breather anytime soon.
Bondi Lifeguards, good morning. Whoa.
Huh?
We need to get down to North Corner. Someone's attacked another human.
It was a really panicked mum and she was just yelling down the phone, there's a man that's been attacked.
How old is this guy that's all bloodied up?
That's a police job.
In his 30s, all right.
Jules gets the call and she says someone's in a fight up at the northern end of Bondi Beach. I know straight away that's a police matter.
Police, thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I've got to go. All right, thanks, bye.
Lifeguards, my name's Harry.
Someone just been hit with like some guys
Okay,
came.
we're on the cops now. Thank you very much.
Bondi, it's at the northern end of the beach, I think.
Near the ice cream van.
Right next to the ice cream van.
Information comes in that weapons were used in the attack.
I wanted to leave this incident for the police to handle. Then Jules starts relaying the information that this guy's been quite injured.
There was a weapon on the end of the stick.
He's conscious, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's conscious?
But he's not good.
He's not good.
And I knew that I had to get down to North Bondi to assist this man.
Bondi's lifeguards have never encountered violence like this before.
See a massive crowd of people.
I felt shocked. That sort of violence, you don't expect it ever.
Run.
It's one of those jobs, even when you're off duty, you're on duty. And Jake was down here and he gave me a hand.
Is he on the ground still?
Amongst shocked beachgoers, lifeguards find a seriously injured man lying on the concrete.
When we got there, it was a pretty gruesome scene. There was just blood everywhere.
An eyewitness captured the terrifying attack on their mobile phone.
People were in shock, seeing a man on the ground and bystanders were actually just holding his head.
Mate, deep breaths, matey.
It was quite a large gash. He needed advanced medical care.
So it's open in 3 spots. Yep. And I'm just holding it together.
Was he knocked down at any stage?
No, his consciousness is okay. He hasn't been
Let's get some oxygen on him.
He hasn't been.
Just stay there. Just relax.
5 men, all using weapons, ganged up on this man.
It was unbelievable. Like, I've never seen anything like that.
Lift it up so you can get a bit down.
We had just come out of the water and we just like saw everybody jump up on the grass, and then we saw 2 guys. They had massive weapons.
One was huge, like terrifyingly big. He would have done enough damage like with his fist, let alone like a pole with it had like a rusty hook on it. They just didn't care. I'm
still shaking.
We're just going to relax you, mate. We're going to give you some oxygen, okay?
As I'm treating this guy, I wanted the paramedics to get there rapidly as I could see the man fading quite quickly.
Hey, guys. Got a large laceration on the left side of his eye. I've plugged it up.
As paramedics stabilised the injured man, police set up a crime scene.
This is really a dog act. This bloke's been mauled up here at North Bondi and, you know, we've got children everywhere and this poor guy's life, you know, he nearly lost it. He's so lucky. In my 20 years, I've seen stinks down on the beach, and this is the worst thing I've seen in the way of an attack down on Bondi Beach.
A police investigation is underway to find the attackers. Summer is over, and just when the large crowds seem to have faded away, coronavirus has hit Australia.
I appeal to Australians that you are enlisted in our fight against the virus. It is very serious. It is deadly serious because lives and livelihoods are at stake.
Thousands of people have lost jobs, while others are meant to be working remotely. On a 36-degree Friday afternoon, and in the middle of the greatest global health scare in a century, Bondi is packed.
I think Bondi is a bit of a melting pot. There's people from all around the world here. The younger people, they're not too concerned about it because they know it's not going to hurt them. So, you know, I don't think everyone's taking it too seriously.
In response to Bondi's crowds and the risk of spreading infection, New South Wales Police Minister David Elliott has called a press conference.
What we saw this morning here in Bondi Beach was the most irresponsible behaviour of individuals that we've seen so far. We cannot have community activity where more than 500 people are gathered. This is about saving lives.
Limiting crowd numbers to 500 people is easier said than done. Hoppo joins the Mayor of Waverley Council, Paula Marcellos, as a new announcement is made.
We are effectively and immediately taking down the flags on all our 3 beaches. That's Bondi, Bronte and Tamarama. If you are thinking of coming to the beach, don't.
Bondi hasn't been cleared of people since World War II. News of its closure goes global.
Oh, look, the word was the maximum of 500 people, but we can't control how many come onto the beach, count every single person. So the easiest thing for us is to sort of totally shut down. If we can't clear them, there's a plan there. I think the police will then come down and they'll deal with people who refuse to leave.
Attention everyone in the water. The beach is now closed. You'll need to leave the water. All those surfers, the beach is closed. You'll need to leave the water.
Reluctantly, beachgoers cooperate.
They're sort of shutting down everything, aren't they? They're shutting, people can't even go to work anymore. So getting pulled out of the surf isn't a surprise. That's it for us.
Oh, good work, guys. Yeah.
Bit of authority, guys.
Bruce, the big man is out there. Good. Clear a whole beach in half an hour, that's pretty impressive.
Just 2 hours after the shutdown was ordered, a drone is sent up by photographer Eugene Tan. For over 20 years, he's been taking photos of Bondi for his website Aquabumps on a beach which normally looks like this. Today, it's a completely different picture.
Oh, look, it's something I haven't seen in my career down here, but very, very rare, I think, over the amount of years, hundreds of years that the Bondi Beach you'll see with not one person on it.
How long the world's most famous beach will be closed? No one knows.
The lifeguards, hello. There's been an earthquake in Chile and there's been a heavy tsunami warning, which for us guys, no one's informed or notified us about closing our beaches, so at the moment it's business as usual.
Tens of thousands are expected on a hot Bondi Sunday. Closing the beach is a major decision. Kerbox calls head lifeguard Hoppo.
Hop, what are you thinking? It's one of those things that if we say it's nothing's going to happen, if something does happen, then we're in all kinds of strife. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, she's cancelled.
On such a benign morning, a natural disaster seems implausible, but lifeguards are reminded of a fateful day 72 years ago. On Black Sunday in 1938, hundreds of swimmers were swept out in a massive surge. 35 people were resuscitated. 5 died. The giant waves on that day were also experienced up and down the coast. Scientists have since speculated Bondi's worst disaster may have been caused by a tsunami.
Not sure if you're aware, but we have been issued with a tsunami warning. So the flags are coming down. If you could please leave the water, find a safer place.
It's now just after 8 a.m. The tsunami is expected at 8:30.
Is there seriously going to be a tsunami or not?
Mate, I don't know, but we just have to act with it as well, so.
Conditions on Bondi could barely appear safer, yet the beach is officially closed.
My Achilles is stuck. I reckon Boxers is worse, so I reckon if I'm not going to survive and it gets me, I know he's already gone.
News crews gather to cover what could be an impending natural disaster. Then, new information comes to hand.
Toby said it's hit New Zealand. It's on the news now. Yeah. So they reckon we'll definitely see something. Yeah.
It's hit New Zealand, so and we'll probably be able to see something.
Oh, the latest news from the Tsunami Warning Centre, still saying possibility of dangerous waves, strong ocean currents and foreshore flooding throughout the day. Obviously they can see something, they're just trying to track it and see what goes on.
A revised warning predicts the tsunami will now arrive at 1 p.m. It could be just a minor surge or something far more dangerous. But lifeguards have no power to prevent swimmers from going into the water.
People are just jumping in now and
makes it difficult for us if something does happen to get people to believe us that it is going to happen and get them back out of the water.
The media is in a frenzy.
Nothing happens, they're going to crucify us. Every beach will be having the same problem. We've done the warning and just say, can't physically remove us.
By mid-morning, nothing has happened. The crowd, even lifeguards, are beginning to relax.
We don't actually know what's going to happen in the ocean. The ocean could recede. We could get large waves.
It's almost 1 p.m. If something does happen, it's not far away.
Tsunami, 24 minutes to leave the beach, please. Higher ground.
I think the tsunami will not come here.
Please retreat to higher ground.
No, I go in the water and swim. I'm not afraid.
21 minutes, the tsunami's coming in.
The waves that hit New Zealand were barely noticeable. Now, everyone becomes increasingly blasé.
I think we'll start on the beach.
Yeah.
Find higher ground.
Yeah, higher ground. Katoomba's the highest spot, but it'd take too long to get there. You're looking at probably an hour 40 to get there on a Sunday.
1 o'clock comes, and still nothing happens.
People aren't taking it serious at all. And that would be along the whole east coast of Australia. We have to do everything in the best interest of the public to keep them safe. So you're telling them to move to higher ground. Well, they're happy down here at Bondi.
Once again, the tsunami fails to follow schedule. Finally, at 5:30 p.m, head lifeguard Hoppo receives breaking news.
The main tsunami waves have now passed all Australian locations. Tsunami warnings of New South Wales are therefore cancelled. We've gone and put the red and yellow flags back up, and Bondi is now back to normal.
After one of Bondi's most bizarre days, swimmers safely return to the joys of the surf.
It's Valentine's Day, but before lifeguards head off for their own romantic rendezvous, a new incident.
Do not have It's like police or military.
Yeah. It's scary.
Oh my God. Where was it? Just
in the water. I don't want to
flammable. Looks like a bomb. Nah.
No, don't say that.
Unwisely, Kyle gives it a nudge. Kerbox is more cautious and calls police.
Good, mate. Listen, we just got this thing washed up on the beach. It's like a metal cylinder, and it says it contains phosphorus. It says if found or whatever, notify police or the military. To arm for hand launching. Rotate cover. Seems like it'll you put it in something, it'll shoot off.
Rotate it.
It does look like some kind of rocket. Oh, this is something.
Do not push
dangerous.
base plug in. Yeah, please, no one touch it.
Yeah, no, this is actually kind of serious, actually. Yeah, the police are pretty concerned, actually. They said, mate, whatever you do, just stay there and don't make sure no one touches it. It could explode. Do not touch it. Too late.
Don't touch it.
Never a dull moment down here. Have a look at it. It's ridiculous.
As a jogger nearly treads on the explosive device, Kyle decides to create a 1 metre exclusion zone.
Got a bomb on the beach. Just in case some runner just almost kicked it. Bondi keeps throwing me these curveballs. This beach is out of control. We got 40,000 people, half of them trying to go out and drown us. Now we got bombs washing on the beach that isn't really helping us. These two girls found it semi-submerged in the water while they were swimming, and they picked it up and brought it up here, and that's when they notified us. And it has instructions on how to arm it, so you can imagine it's kind of serious.
Local police call the bomb squad.
Yeah.
The exclusion zone is immediately expanded from 1 metre to 30.
Now we got some kind of explosive or something on the beach, and we're about to leave, and it says call the military or the police immediately. And a couple of girls.
Kerbox's romantic evening is suddenly on hold.
No, I wouldn't be ringing you if it went off.
Shortly after, the police rescue squad arrives. They expand the exclusion zone from 30 metres to 300. Half of Bondi Beach is now in lockdown.
Another interesting day at Bondi.
Whatever's inside the mystery cylinder must pack a punch.
Yeah, we go. We're out of here now, mate.
For Harries and Kyle, it looks like a late night at the office.
We're going to get the police want our assistance down there. They haven't got enough manpower, and there's a lot of people gathering. We're not trained as lifeguards in bomb management, but we've got a duty of care to the public, so it's really important that we kind of help out.
everyone's tired. They've just worked 10 hours on the beach, but what do? You just do your best. Got to help out here.
It's definitely escalated, mate. We got Harry's back in with me. He's come back to help us out. So yeah, it's all up.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we all move back another 100 metres, please, from this area, just for your own safety? Just help us out. I wouldn't stand around. Could be a very serious matter. Move right back, thank you.
What started as 4 witches' hats around the explosive device has become a lockdown of Bondi Beach.
So we've got to stop this traffic coming through. They don't want cars.
You guys want to move up to Campbell Parade for us? Thank you. Come on, up to Campbell Parade. Thank you. They've found something down on the beach. Yeah. It's a bit dangerous, so move up to Campbell Parade for us. That'd be great. Thank you. Okay.
We've got dinner reservations down there.
On a night like this, Bondi is no place for lovers.
Thank you.
Then, Defence Force bomb experts arrive. Special equipment is brought in to disarm the explosive device.
They've just asked me if we want the tower, because the tower could get blown up. And a lot of the glass in the surrounding area. This is amazing. I've never dealt with something like this on Bondi Beach.
Right when you think you've seen it all, a bomb comes ashore at Bondi Beach. It's something I've never dealt with in Hawaii.
After 3 tense hours, the explosive device is finally disarmed. Police give Hoppo the all clear.
Satisfied that everything's safe, so we're going to go. We'll take all our goodies with us and everything's declared safe. So, yeah, thanks for that.
Thanks. They've gone down and defused the bomb or whatever it was that floated in, and they've called it all clear and everyone's moving away and it's all over.
It's not until the next day that lifeguards find out the nature of the device and how dangerous the situation was.
Now, I'd suggest that if you were holding on to that and the scuttling charge operated, the experience of that would be probably similar of trying to hold on to the nozzle of an oxyacetylene torch. Yeah. Okay. Right. Very, very hot. Lots of molten metal, which gets thrown in the probably around about 10 to 20 metre mark. The item at Bondi completely failed to initiate, so it was fully armed and live.
The mystery cylinder was a military flare used in anti-submarine operations.
The 2 girls I thought of, they grabbed it and they came on the beach and she's kind of like holding it and shaking it. Would that have done anything or not really?
That is an undesirable.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
A bomb scare seems a reasonable excuse for missing a romantic dinner on Valentine's Day. But perhaps the lifeguards were meant to be together anyway.
Oh, Valentine's Day. Yeah. Oh, Hoppo and Harries and...
Once again.
Yeah. Once again.
We're by ourselves.
Once again.
The Lord Rangers.
Right?
This is how it ends every year.
At North Bondi, a man is reported to be brandishing a switchblade knife.
There's a man over there with a knife.
Whereabouts?
Sitting over there. He's acting weird. He's acting very strangely. What do you think's going on?
Flat on his back, sort of with his...
Yeah.
From first look at him on the binoculars, he doesn't seem like he's doing anything. It looks like he's just lying there. But obviously, if we get something from the public about someone having a knife, it's pretty serious.
You don't know what his next action's going to be.
I reckon let's just get the cops down here ASAP.
Copy it, I'm calling them now.
Go down to the cops. Can you call the cops to out the front of North Bondi Beach, yeah?
Reidy and Hoppo step in until police arrive.
So when I got up to the grassy knoll, I was kind of looking around and it was quite hard to figure out who it was with the knife.
With nothing happening in the water, Harrison heads down as backup.
Reidy and I got to North, and look, we were pretty, concerned about our well-being because you don't know the mental state of this guy up there. You don't know what could happen.
Reidy scans the vicinity for local police.
It's not a decar here, is it?
Nah.
Where is he?
Yeah, we've got the police on the way as well.
I just radioed dogs, Steve.
Okay.
Reidy decides to take a closer look and picks up some protection on the way.
I walked past a family with a cricket bat. Can I borrow your cricket bat? Can I borrow it? Yeah. Sarah? Just need it just for something just a situation that might... It was an old grey Nick, and I just thought, it doesn't get much better than this, a cricket bat.
Where is he?
North to Bondi Rescue.
Yep, cops are on their way now.
Within a few minutes, we were up there. Sirens lit up Bondi.
In less than 3 minutes, 4 vehicle units arrive. Extra units follow up on foot.
What is all going on?
The suspect isn't waiting around to be questioned by police.
Once the suspect saw myself and the cops walking towards him, he was out of there. He just did the bolt.
Going out along the rock.
Lifeguards and police are unsure if the man is still armed with a knife.
The best weapon to take to a knife fight would probably be a taser or a gun, which the police have. I'm armed with a green whistle and a radio.
The man looks for an escape route.
Yeah, he's running back towards...
He's underground now.
He's gone into someone's house.
So I'm watching this man in front of me like Spider-Man just launching into houses.
Where is he?
He's in like a big yellow...
Oh, what?
He's got another car, send him up Ramsgate Avenue, but that's where we'll end up.
There's a full-on police chase happening right now.
The chase moves onto the streets of North Bondi.
We're searching through the units and he seemed to disappear, and we're worried he just slipped through the net.
Hoppo, Reidy and Harrison assist, but the man seems to have slipped through.
After a while of searching, we're struggling to find him, and I don't know if I wanted to find him or not, you know? He's got a knife.
Then, a sighting of the man at North Bondi Headland.
What? They're tackling him?
Yes, as we were running after him, one of the cops were on the other side and basically just crash tackled him as he ran across the park.
Is that it? Yeah. Is that your answer? It's my name. Yeah, really?
Obviously, he must have something going on to run and not just stay around and talk to the police.
And then he comes flying past.
The chase has captured the attention of Bondi's local kids, teenagers and hipsters.
I could have dead set put my arm out and ankle tapped him if I hadn't known who he was, but I thought he was undercover. Hectic.
The man was taken into custody. The charges were dismissed on mental health grounds.
The police were very professional and turned up quite quick. We worked in well together, which was really good to see, and the outcome was great. We ended up apprehending the person.
Bondi Beach, as the lifeguards have never seen it before.
You know, there's been a number of weeks now where it's been very hazy in the morning of an evening, and there was a few weeks ago we actually had a really bad day where the visibility was so bad at the beach we had to have pretty much all the guys on a rip just so we can keep an eye on everyone.
Australia is in the grip of the worst bushfires on record.
This is as bad as it gets. A bushfire the size of a small country.
Flames tearing through 25,000 hectares.
Just 1/3 of the way through summer, and 29 people have lost their lives. 2,500 homes have been destroyed.
A danger that's not going away.
Burning since the middle of the year, the fires have earned the name the Forever Fires.
Yeah, it's really smoky.
Down the beach, we've had really bad visibility. It's been really keeping the numbers back. People aren't really out there training, and it's actually been pretty eerie.
As well as being a lifeguard, Maxi is a professional firefighter.
You're an hour from the actual action, and as you're driving down the freeway trying to get to these little townships, You're getting red messages sent saying they're losing multiple houses. You try and get there as quick as you can, and every second literally counts.
Just over an hour south of Sydney, Maxi's unit was fighting a fire front 60 kilometres wide as it moved towards the town of Buxton.
A number of houses got lost, and unfortunately 2 firefighters passed away. It's a real deal. And I don't think we're going to get a breather anytime soon. They're predicting extreme weather conditions for the next 2 months, there's no rain right up till March apparently, so there's fires burning everywhere. And I'm back on shift again tomorrow, and we'll see where I could end up anywhere.
Fighting fires one day, keeping swimmers safe the next. 28-year-old Maxi is working on 2 front lines.
So even though I know it's a small slide, I still go deep, because you never know, mate, you never know.
Smoke from bushfires continues to create a fog at Bondi. At Bondi's Surf Club, a bushfire appeal is bringing locals in to help out.
The local surf club, Bondi Surf Club, opened their hearts out to the community asking for a bushfire appeal. I'd never seen so many people from the community come down, bond together and give every type of gift possible to help out these people that have lost everything. Got my family here with H, and we're going to give them all this stuff. Here we are.
Hey, how are you? Hello, buddy.
We've got lots and lots of gifts to give.
Wonderful.
Lots of toys. It's just amazing what the community's doing down here. Everyone's jumped on board, giving toys, just giving food. We're all trying to help out as much as possible.
Surf Club member Narelle began the appeal to help other beach communities affected by fire.
We decided to start collections at the club.
Can we hand this over? Can you? You're so good.
We put a little shout out on Friday night, and that shout out on Friday night became this huge event that you see here.
The response from the community is overwhelming.
It's just so wonderful to see so many Australians come together, band together. It's what Australians do. Yeah.
Between the devastation that's happening and then watching people rally like this is kind of the flip side of it. So it's pretty amazing.
We've shouted out to the local Bondi community, and the response has been overwhelming.
When the community comes together to give back, it makes me very proud to see that and to see people help, because I think over the years we've lost a lot of that, and when something major happens, it's good to see that still exists and we can really help out.